Later, I'll weigh the Esprit's body shell to do a before and after comparison. And finally, the first round of paint will be going on too, but you join me in the middle of a repair I almost did off camera. Almost. Sucked into speeding things along to reduce the risk of losing people who don't realise what restoring a car demands and just want to be entertained with instant gratification. But then I remembered, hey, fuck those guys. The panel gap between the headlamp pod and the nose of the car on the driver's side, the crash side, is about the size of a letterbox, and I can't leave it like that. It's too much gap to just use filler on, so I've already laid a few layers of fiberglass tissue and resin around the lip of the headlamp bucket, and now I'm about to lay in some more. If you're fleet with figures, you got 155 kilos total from that initial weigh-in, but forget you not, the rollover skids are still hanging from the body. Stark bollock naked, save for its new pink underpants, the shell now weighs just a shade under 138 kilos. But wait, forget you not, that when I first weighed the body, before any paint was stripped off, there were a number of other little bits and pieces still attached. The door hinge posts and some rear hatch locking mechanism being the ones that carry the most timber, and I'm sure that pot wasn't in there, but I'm leaving it in just to represent some of the other little bits and pieces. So flashback to the Meso-Bojic era, that's the period before soup, to see what the weight was then, 145 kilos. And you're thinking, this dude doesn't know how to do his sums. Haha, but we have to subtract 9 kilos for the weight of the wooden beams from all of these totals. Flash forward. It now weighs 130 kilos on the button. Wow. Gar stuck his head in to say my gun pressure is too high. And that's why so much paint is being blasted into the air. You use more paint that way. And speaking of paint use, this is epoxy primer, slightly thinned. And you might be wondering why I'm only putting a light layer over the body to start with. It's because there's a mix of old material still on the car, and the more wet paint I put on initially, the more chance there is it'll react with old paint and cause problems. I'll leave this to flash off for at least an hour and then apply a second coat. What I'm doing here is not a good idea, but the fact is that as good as the body looks with this first coat of primer, and despite my efforts, there is some bleed through of the old paint. It's called mapping, and there are runs too, and the odd speck of dust here and there, so I've some work ahead of me before the next 3 coats of build primer go on. In fact, And on the topic of what restoration demands, I'll now have to sand this back a little, mainly for keying but to fix some of those problems I've just caused. Then 3 layers of build primer, then a lot of sanding to flat the surface. Then it can be painted for colour, at which point I either leave it as is or flat it back again for a coat of clear lacquer. And then the polishing begins. And this is all on a car that may very well go all wobbly the first time it's left in the sun for a few hours. As always, I'm in it for the learning, and we'll see what happens. I am totally chuffed with how the bits I had to do extensive work on came out. The headlamp bucket and the rear drains especially, even withstanding a few pinholes in those. It's been a tricky month trying to make the huge amount of work all this paint prep requires interesting, and trying to make it happen as quick as possible without rushing it. Thanks for sticking about and for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and to James Kerrigan, Marcel Blevins, Philip Weidmer, Rohir Boken, Justin Ruthven, Stephen Litt, Simon B. Youngjohns, Vance Ordonowski, and to all my patrons. They're the people who pay the bills, without whom I couldn't do this. It's that time of year. If you start thinking of spring now, you'll be ahead of the game on that project. So start planning, get stuck in, stay that way, and good luck.